welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a really fun video. I'm really excited actually. I'm going to be following Emily Henry's writing routine for the day. I will be honest, originally I was going to do this for an entire week, but then I realized that that is insane and that I have things to do, so we're going to do one day. But maybe I'll pick up some things that I'll incorporate into my writing routine. I don't really have a writing routine, to be honest. I'm excited just for something new, something different. Before we get into Miss Henry's routine, I just wanted to give a really quick update on my writing and where I'm kind of at, because I typically do that in writing vlogs. So even though this is like a challenge, I thought I'm probably due for an update. If you do not care about the update, skip to this time. Hey besties. So beta reader process is still going. It's going pretty well. I'm almost done like receiving everybody's feedback, and then there's obviously a lot of steps of where I have to go through it all, and I have to organize it all, and I have to apply it all, and there's a lot more left, but we are almost done with the feedback phase, so that is really exciting. Most of the feedback has been like really positive and really constructive and helpful, so if you are a beta reader watching this, thank you! I have, like, you guys have made me think of things that I didn't think of, which is the point, so that's kind of how, like, June Gloom is going. So you might be thinking, Katie, what are you writing right now? Because you guys know I can't go too long without writing. After finishing, like, editing June Gloom and getting the beta readers and everything started, I ended up taking, like, a little break from writing. I was still writing like on occasion, but I just took a break from writing as a responsibility. I just kind of was like writing for fun. But I got to this point where I was like, I miss writing every single day and like working on a project. It's very fulfilling to me, and it literally makes my mental health better, makes my anxiety better, just to be like focused on something, you know what I mean? Like all my energy focused on one project. So I was like, I need to start a new writing project. I feel like it's been years. And then I looked at the calendar and it had only been 3 weeks. I was really just craving a new project. Like last week I started a new project, and I did start like a writing vlog, like a zero drafting vlog, but I ended up scrapping it, which is what led to this vlog. I don't really know, to be honest, why I scrapped it. I'm feeling a little bit like, okay, let me try to put this into words. Let's try to describe what I'm thinking. I'm a writer, I should know how to do that. But right now, June Gloom feels very public, if that makes any sense. Like, and it's not. Like, there's a lot of people on this planet that do not know about it, obviously. I'm not saying that, like, I'm famous or anything. No. Thank God, no. I'm posting on social media about it, and now I've been talking about it a lot more. Like, when I was talking about it before, I was just talking about, like, oh, this is the book that I'm writing. But now, like, a synopsis is out there. 100 people applied to be beta readers. There are 11 people on the planet who have read it. I post like TikToks and Reels promoting the book, like with a little blurb, little synopsis, a scene, and they get like hundreds of thousands of views, and people follow me and they DM me and they say, when is your book? I want to read your book. Which, pause. I'm not complaining right now. I'm having the time of my life. I love that people know about my book, because that means that I can talk about it, like post about it, and people kind of know what I'm talking about, which is so fun. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I'm so happy right now with June Gloom and how everybody and how a lot of people are resonating with it and liking it and being excited about it. That's like the best feeling ever as a writer, obviously. I'm not complaining, okay? I just feel like I should say that. The only negative, and it's not really even a negative, it's just sort of like a hesitancy, is that June Gloom feels very public right now. Like I said, like if somebody is watching my content, consuming my content on whatever platform, they know about June Gloom. So that's what I'm talking about. It's like, I feel like Whereas before, I feel like people would watch like my writing tips videos and my writing vlogs, and they didn't really know what exactly I was writing and like what the book was. But now I feel like most who return to my profile probably know about my book, because people will, like, again, they DM me all the time, like people are like thinking about my book. Like it feels very perceived, which again, not complaining, it's so fun. I love that people are excited, and I love that people reach out to me and say that they want to read my book. I love talking to people. Like my beta readers were commenting like, oh yeah, I saw a reel you posted about this scene. Like people are paying attention, I think, is what I'm trying to say. So when it comes to sharing a new baby project that is not at all like built out at all, like it's just purely like we're zero drafted, like it's not really real yet. I don't know if that makes sense. It's real, but it's not June Gloom. June Gloom has been edited so many times. The beta read, like June Gloom is much more of a completed thing that I feel comfortable talking about, than as opposed to a little baby, like newborn project, that is like not probably gonna be what it is now when it's done, and like all of that. I'm just kind of feeling like I want to keep this new project and any new projects to myself, just because I enjoy having sort of like the best of both worlds. Like I can talk about June Gloom and post about June Gloom, and most people who follow me know like what I'm talking about. And then I also have writing projects that only I know about, and it's sort of like something that I'm nurturing, if that makes sense. I don't really want to share any new projects right now. And that could change, like next week I could wake up and be like, oh, what was I even talking about? Of course I want to share it. Which, like, again, of course I want to share it. That's why I'm doing a writing vlog today. I want to share my writing. I just don't want to talk about what it is that I'm writing, if that makes sense. I want to sort of like keep it as my little baby, because June Gloom doesn't feel like my baby anymore. It is still my baby, obviously, but it's other people's baby too. Like people know about it. I kind of want to keep this new project specifically because of like what it is as well. Which that's like really ominous. Why would I say that I'm not going to tell you and say that? I kind of just want to keep the details of that to myself. And I'm sorry. I feel kind of bad because I feel like especially on my channel, especially on this YouTube channel, you guys like comment. I make a video. You guys comment on the video and encourage me and say such nice things, and then I post writing vlogs and writing tips to help you with your writing journey, and then you guys encourage me and express interest in my writing journey, which encourages me, and I feel like it's like a mutual thing, like a back and forth. So I don't want to not make writing vlogs because I know that you guys love them. People keep begging me for writing vlogs, and I know that, and I'm writing right now, so it feels like I should be vlogging. I'm not exactly sure how much I want to share about what I'm currently working on right now, because I started that writing vlog and then I was like, I don't think I want this much information about this project out yet. I don't know. Again, like I said, I like that it's sort of best of both worlds. Like sorry, I literally just woke up like 20 minutes ago. Like I can post about June Gloom and talk about June Gloom, and people love people want a June Gloom update and like all of that, and people kind of know what I'm talking about, which is kind of insane. Like why do people remember? Like I kind of understand seeing something and being like, oh, that sounds good, but then people reach out to me and be like, when's your book coming out? I'm like, you think about it when you're not looking right at it? That's really, really nice. But then I have like writing projects that I'm working on that nobody knows about, and it's sort of just like just for me and like rewarding to me, if that makes sense. But all of that being said, I am gonna do like these writing challenges and little writing vlogs here and there. I'm just not gonna talk about what it is that I'm writing. I'll talk about like, oh, we're on chapter this today. We're writing a scene that's kind of like this today, but I don't want to give like a synopsis or anything like that yet. I only really talked about June Gloom when it was done, to be honest. I posted like a zero draft vlog and stuff, but I don't think that I talked about what it was. Like maybe like briefly, like a one sentence little like, oh, this is the vibe. But I feel like, to be honest, I don't even know what the vibe of my books are until they're done, and I'm like, okay, I see the whole picture. It has to like come to life first, and I just selfishly want to keep this to myself. Please let me know your thoughts on that and like keeping like writing projects to yourself. I do also think that it's a little bit of superstition. Like I don't want to talk about it before it's ready, if that makes sense. But I thought that these like writing challenges and things that are still writing vlog adjacent, they're just not as like detailed of like what it is, are like a fun way to still make the writing vlog content and also still have a part of the story that's just for me. I just yapped for so long. My voice is like, please, like I just woke up. Yeah, so let's talk about Emily Henry's writing routine now. I have this paper that is a bunch of notes, sorry, that I took. My voice is still tired. A bunch of notes that I took from a couple different sources about her writing routine. The sources are, Jesus Christ, Zoella's blog, which is literally crazy. That was a throwback. Another blog that I don't remember the name, I'm so sorry, but I will put it up on the screen, and I'm linking all of these below if you want to look at what Emily Henry said about her writing routine. And then also Emily Henry's website, I looked through her frequently asked questions. I didn't find a lot like of writing routine related. They were mostly just like questions. I just found like a couple quotes from her website of like sort of like philosophies that she writes by, if that makes sense. And then the last source is Sincerely V did a video a while ago, I think, following Emily Henry's writing routine for a day, and so I watched that video as well and wrote down anything that stood out to me. So credits to them, because I can't speak to Emily Henry herself and ask what her routine is, so I think I pieced together a general vibe. Because the number one thing that she says in Zoella's blog, which is basically where she was asked, what is your writing routine? And then the rest of them, the other sources were just like other people trying the routine or Emily Henry talking about writing. And then I kind of pieced together like what a writing day might look like. Again, I can't speak to her, so I don't really know exactly what she does, but I think that I've got a pretty good vibe, for a pretty good feel for what her day looks like. Yeah, anyways, credit to them, because I couldn't find anywhere like an exact like I do this, then I do this, and I do this. Obviously, it was just sort of like interview answers, if that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna share a couple things from this paper that she said about writing, and then, but not everything, because I'll just talk about each thing as I end up doing it. But there's a couple like philosophies and just like general day themes and stuff. So let's get into that. First thing is, she writes 2K words a day minimum, and she kind of works however long it takes to hit that. And then if she hits 2K and she still feels like she can keep going, she keeps going. If she's all written out, then 2K like is enough for the day, which I like that. I usually write like 1500 to 2K a writing session also. I kind of feel like it's a little doable for me. I'm still a little scared though. I don't want to say that. I don't want to jinx it. Maybe we can do more than 2K. I love her writing routine and how she kind of takes breaks and stuff. It sounds like I will really like it. 2K words a day. I feel okay with that, I feel like. Especially because I'm zero drafting. I feel like that words come a little faster when they don't have to sound good. Like I'm just sort of like bulking up my scenes, and so I just write like this random sentence that's not grammatically correct at all, but it's just to like give myself, when I'm first drafting, an idea of like something that needs to happen, if that makes sense. So, you know, I wrote yesterday for like 2 hours and I wrote 2K, so it's doable, but again, I'm not gonna jinx it because you never know. Next thing is she does not do phone or social media first thing in the morning. She wakes up and immediately starts her morning routine and then jumps right into writing like within 1 or 2 hours of waking up, which I love that because I also write in the morning, mostly. Sometimes I'll write like again in the afternoon or the night if I'm still feeling inspired, but I feel like my brain has the most power, has the most brain cells first thing in the morning. So I'm excited about that. I did not go on my phone or check my social media either. I woke up, cleaned my room, put my hair in a ponytail, put this sweatshirt on, put this headband on my head, and started talking to you. Next thing is she said that in Zoella's blog, she said that typically when she writes, she does not look aesthetic or does she not look put together, which I approve of that message because I feel like the more busted that you look, the better the writing. Like, you know, when like you're just like in bed and the laptop is like right here and there's crumbs all over you because you just had a snack and your hair's in the ugly bun, and like, girl, the writing hits. The uglier you are, the better the writing, which I'm sure that Emily Henry never looks ugly. I can't imagine it, but she doesn't put an emphasis on looking nice, which is why I look like this. Typically, if I was vlogging, I would like do something with my hair at least, or maybe wear makeup, but not today. She says she often wears pimple patches or like face mask and stuff while writing, so I put a pimple patch on. Anyways, we're almost done. A quote from her website is, "To be a good writer, you must read as much as possible," which I also love. So we're gonna try to get some reading done today. Yeah, and then there were obviously a bunch of quotes of like, just write, don't worry about how ugly your first draft is, but I'm not first drafting, so I kind of didn't write that down. And also, like, I'm already aware that my zero draft is ugly. I know that. Anyways, it's time to get started with the routine. Breakfast. Some sources say, sounds like I'm like a detective. Some sources say that she emphasizes breakfast, like a full sit-down meal with nutrients. And then some say that she just wakes up and has coffee and then immediately starts writing. So I was really confused about that because every source said something different, but I think I'm just gonna have breakfast because my brain needs food to work. So I'm just gonna take that as she emphasizes breakfast because I emphasize breakfast, you know? So, and I'm starving. So we're gonna go make breakfast, I guess. What are we gonna have? I'm so tired. Okay, anyway, so breakfast, and then she has a really fun way of warming up her brain. So let's get into that. Okay, so I am back and I made breakfast. Excuse the lighting. I'm sitting at my desk and there's no lighting in front of me. There's just a wall, which I should show you guys this. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? This is Essie's lovely fan art that I posted about everywhere because I'm obsessed with it, and I did hang it on my wall. I said that on my Instagram story, but I did. It's right here, like right on my writing desk next to my goals with all my stuff, and I just stare at them. Look at the cuties. Anyways, so I'm back with breakfast. I made something very simple. I didn't feel like cooking, so this is what I came up with. This is a whole apple. What apple? What kind? Apples are apples. And then just 2 pieces of toast. There's just something about warm buttered bread first thing in the morning. Oh, and just delicious. Now what should I call her? Emily? We don't know each other. Whether or not Emily Henry starts with coffee, just coffee, no breakfast, or starts with breakfast, she obviously will have coffee on the side. Now I unfortunately have something to say. I don't drink coffee. If anything gives me the most imposter syndrome about writing, it's the fact that I don't like coffee, to be honest. There are several reasons why I don't drink it. Number one, I don't like it. It tastes bad. And number two, in more recent years, trauma dumping, I have developed like chronic gastritis, and sort of my stomach is very sensitive and it hurts all the time. So coffee is not my friend. So what I do in the morning to get some energy is I put this like electrolyte packet thing. This is my favorite flavor. It's Propel. It's just like water flavoring. This is my favorite flavor. Why can't I hold it? Hello. This is my favorite flavor. Raspberry lemonade. It doesn't taste like raspberry lemonade, but it tastes good. It tastes like I'm glitching. It tastes like a popsicle, like one of those freezer pops that like they come as a liquid and then they freeze in the freezer. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like the grape ones for some reason, but it's not grape. I don't really know. Just for some electrolytes, you know, I feel like this wakes me up. It's probably placebo. I don't think electrolytes wake you up, but I pretend that this is like my coffee. You know what I mean? Ah, it hit my front teeth. Ah. Oh no, it got cold. According to Sincerely V, Emily Henry starts the day with word games like Wordle and connections and stuff. I didn't see where the source for this was, but I also, can I be honest, I didn't Google it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take V's word for it, because why shouldn't I? Also, that sounds fun. I haven't done Wordle in a really long time, so I'm kind of excited. So yeah, I'm just going to do Wordle. Oh, and connections. Let's pull that up. I don't know of any others. Those are the most popular ones. And then we'll get into writing. But I like this idea of like playing like a word game to kind of like wake your brain up. You know what I mean? I do have to say I'm not good at these. So it should be interesting. So yeah, just gonna eat, do this. It also says that she plays like music in the back, like lo-fi chill music, but I need to think for these, to be honest, because like I said, I'm bad at them. So let's do these. I have to write down the letters that are available because I forgot. Okay, yeah. This bitch just said items, I think, in the Witch's Brew in Macbeth, the Shakespeare play. I don't know that. Girl. It's fine. I got the Wordle. Okay. It's writing time. I didn't finish my breakfast, so I'm just gonna keep eating it while I write. But yeah, that was fun. I liked playing that. I think I might start doing those again, doing those more. It's time to get to the main event, to get to the writing. Emily Henry didn't have a lot of like rules or like things that come to this. I think you just start typing. We're gonna start at my desk. Now, this is really funny. As you guys know, sometimes I start at my desk and then I move to my bed and I just like move around. And it's actually really funny because Emily Henry said that she doesn't really like write outside of the house. She just kind of like she doesn't go to a cafe or like anything like that. She really likes to just stay at home. be locked in, but she says that she changes locations a lot. Just whenever she needs to move and switch it up, she goes to a new location in her house, which I thought was funny because that's what I do. Again, aiming for like 2K, but we're gonna have several writing sessions today, so if I don't hit 2K right now, it's fine. But that's just the goal. Like, keep that in mind. Let's get started. My current word count is, I think, like 1,130 something. So pretty good. That was a really fun scene to write. It's pretty crazy. But it's time for my first break. Now, Emily Henry says that she likes to do sort of like short little breaks where she does away from screen like chores and like quick little tasks just to give her eyes and her brain like a rest, but nothing that fully turns off the writing brain yet. Just like something to do with your hands, you know what I mean? To like step away and kind of move. So for my first break, I'm going to take my dog on a walk. I don't really feel like I need that long of a break. I feel like I could keep going, but I think what makes this routine so interesting is that she will step away like every now and again to do a little chore, and then she'll come back. And I feel like that sounds pretty sustainable, I feel like, because like if you just take a brief little break and like move around, it can kind of stop you from, you know, burning out or like your eyes hurting and like your back hurting. Like if you just take little intermittent breaks every like hour or two. So I like that. So even though I don't feel like I need a break, I'm gonna take one because I know like if I just keep going right now, I'm going to like get really tired and stuff. So I am going to take a break, take Scrunchy outside, get some fresh air, all of that, and then come back and write some more. This will be sort of like a short break, like a 5-minute break. I have some like longer chores to do later when I need more of a break. But right now, I'm still feeling pretty like energized and stuff. Let's take Scrunchy on a walk. Okay, as you can see, we are back. That was a good walk, huh? That was a good walk. You had fun. You're so bright. You're glowing. As you can see, we are back, and also, as you can see, we have changed locations. Emily Henry says that she is a couch writer. That is her favorite place to write. My favorite place to write is my bed, but let's give couch writing a try. I finished chapter 10. Now we're on to chapter 11. Like I said, they're very short because just zero drafting. Just like building out the scenes and like kind of more like what's actually gonna happen within the scene and not just like a outline that says birthday party scene. Let's actually write like some dialogue, some things that will be helpful in the first draft. Sorry if like my nose is red. It's like freezing outside and like I'm crying because it's so cold and the wind is cold. Also, I'm taking the look busted thing like to a whole nother level. Whoa, I look scary. Anyways, let's try to get a little more writing done. My mom is like running errands right now, and then when she comes back, I'll probably have to help her put anything away, and then we might watch Gilmore Girls together. You may be thinking, Katie, it's March. No, it's not. It's April. Katie, it's April. Why are you watching Gilmore Girls? Well, we started watching Gilmore Girls together in October. And it's taken us this long. We're on season 6. I watch Gilmore Girls every single year, and I finished my personal rewatch, like, in December. I watched the entire thing in, like, 2.5 months. But then I told my mom about it, and she was like, oh, I want to watch it, and now it's, like, our thing. We, like, watch it a couple times a week, just, like, an episode or two, so that might be my next break. So I don't know how long this writing session is going to be, but let's just write something down. I know how I want to start this next chapter, so let's at least get that out. You know what I mean? Okay, guys, as you can see, we have another location change. I have to be honest, it is a little bit later. I did end up taking like a little break to, you know, watch Gilmore Girls, and then I ended up just making and having lunch as well. So that was like a little bit longer of a break than I had originally intended, but I'm back now and I am ready to get back to writing. I ended up taking the headband off and like switched it for these clips because it was like pinching my head. I don't know, it was like squeezing my head. The little writing session on the couch also didn't really last that long. I think it was like 15 minutes, but I did get like the beginning of a chapter done. That was sort of like a time skip, so I had to sort of summarize what had happened between the previous and now to kind of establish where we're now at. So I think it's productive nonetheless, because now I can just kind of start present moment. I am a little bit nervous though, because this scene, like that's up next, is like a really important pivotal moment in the book, and I'm feeling a little tired. I'm feeling, you know, I used most of my brain cells this morning with that first like 2 hours of writing, so I don't know like how this is gonna go. I don't want to like mess it up. I want to do this scene justice, but ultimately this is just the 0 draft. Like, it's okay. Like I'm gonna have to rewrite it a couple times, like with future drafts, so I think I should take some pressure off myself, but I'm just nervous. Whenever there's a big scene, I like get really excited about it and I can't wait to write it, but then when it's actually time to write it, I get like really scared because I'm like, I don't want to like write it badly, you know? But it doesn't really matter how tired I am, because Emily Henry never gets tired. I mean, have you seen how many books she's put out? She doesn't sleep. So neither shall I. Let's get into it. If you guys knew what I just wrote, you would scream so loud. That was pretty fun. Let's see what our word count is at now. 2,719. So obviously we did hit the 2K for the day, but I think I'm gonna do one more writing session just because there's only like one more little scene before this chapter is done, and I kind of just want to get it done. But first, we need to take a screen break, a little chore break. So, I have 2 things that I need to do. Number 1, I need to wash my makeup brushes, and number 2, I need to do some laundry. I think I'll do the laundry first and then get that going and then come back in here and gather up my makeup stuff. Yeah, just another little screen break, give the eyes, the neck, the hunchback a little break. I do really like this method. I feel like it's very like what's it called? What's the word? I can't really think of any more words right now, you know? I feel like it's a really good balance. Let's do that. Okay, now that my little chores are done, it is time to clock in and to lock in for the final writing session of the day. And this session is just gonna go until let's take these off, until I finish the final scene of this chapter, chapter 11. Yes. I'm pretty sure that it's a short one, so yeah. I'm feeling refreshed. Cold water froze my hands off, so obviously that's the perfect time to start writing. Hello? Rude. Let's begin. And just like that, chapter 11 is done. That didn't take me that long, I think like 20 minutes, just to kind of wrap up that scene in that chapter. Okay, I know that I'm done with the writing routine, but one of Emily Henry's big things that I saw her bringing up a lot was reading. She really emphasized the importance of reading and reading as much as possible as a writer. So I do think I'm going to include a little bit of reading in this video just because it was very important and I think it's also very important. So we're just gonna sit and read together for just like a little bit, just to get the full Emily Henry experience and to kind of wind down, you know, turn our brains off of writing mode. Okay, so currently I am reading Yellowface. I know that I'm like kind of late to the trend of this book. I'm only on chapter 3, which is like page 36, so I'm not very far in yet, but so far this book is literally crazy, like. But yeah, let's read a little bit. I probably won't give too many book updates because this isn't a reading vlog, but I figured because we didn't get to take any writing breaks as reading. Wait, what? We didn't get to read earlier in the day, like as one of our little breaks. I figured that I would just do it now, and it sounds like a pretty key part of Emily Henry's process. So let's read. Okay, just like that, we are done with Emily Henry's writing routine. I feel pretty good about today. I am pretty tired. That is a lot more writing than I normally do, so I do feel all out of coherent thoughts, to be honest. But I think it was good. It was fun. I did get a lot done. I don't feel like getting up to check the final word count, so I'm gonna put it on the screen. This was my final word count for the day. So I did hit and pass the 2K words a day sort of goal. That's a pretty good goal. I feel like it's realistic, but it also pushes a little bit, you know what I mean? I like writing for a word count. It can be fun. Most of the time I write for like scene completion or chapter completion, but it was just kind of fun to think of it in word count. But if you think of it in chapter completion, I did get 2 full chapters, 0 drafted. So again, that feels pretty good. Typically I do 1 a day or like 1.5. So basically today I did like 2 days worth. My favorite part of this routine was the little breaks to sort of step away from screens and get some like chores done and little hands-on tasks. I really did like that, and I think if I have another big writing day like this, I think I'll definitely implement that little trick. Yeah, with all that being said, I think that this was a pretty successful writing day, and I definitely think that Emily Henry's writing routine is approved by me because I liked it. Definitely need some chill time where I just don't do anything to restart my creative brain, kind of all out of creative energy, but I definitely think I could do this again. I definitely think I'll implement certain things, but yeah. Please comment and like this video if you did like it. Again, like I said at the beginning of this video, let me know what you kind of think about my hesitancy, if you have any thoughts on that, or even better, let me know any like writing challenges or like writing sort of videos of this energy that you'd like to see from me. Also, just any tips and tricks videos that you want to see, just like normal, and subscribe for more content like this, and also to keep up with my publishing journey. Thanks again to the sources that I kind of got this general routine vibe from. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a really great day. Bye!